Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this toke.
You're watching the Hi Guys podcast with Al and the other Al on the 420 Pace Project.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
Howdy, and welcome to the Hi Guys with the Owls.
I was hesitant to say anything because I usually jump up.
I was waiting.
Good morning.
So how are things today?
I just woke up a little while ago, so I'm just, I decided to have some cottage cheese for breakfast, and I don't think that's going to end up well.
Oh, I hope so. Well, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I have got friggin' fucking cold. Sinuses are plugged.
Everybody's sick up here too.
Oh.
And I stayed away from everybody, and then I came home yesterday and I was sneezing and coughing this morning and stuff. So
Yeah.
I hope I'm not getting sick. The kids are all sick, and I went for dinner last night, but they weren't there, thank God.
Yeah, well, maybe the kids weren't there, but their
germs would have been. Yes, they lived right next door.
Oh yeah.
Because their daughter bought the house next door when the previous owner and neighbor died.
Oh.
Well, it's actually the house that Dean wanted me to look at buying. He actually went and talked to his neighbor about it and stuff. And I was like, and then I found this one.
Right. Yeah.
I like my view better.
That's good. Yeah. I'm not sure, 100% sure where I got it, but I got an idea where I may have picked it up. And
you have kids running around.
Yeah, so. Yeah, exactly. And right before then, I was with a bunch of little kids who had a birthday party, granddaughter's birthday party. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, so, you know what? It's cold season, and it's time to eat your veggies and drink your chicken noodle soup.
Yeah. I had some Buckley's before we came live.
Oh, gross. But it works.
Huh?
But it works.
Oh,
that's the slogan. It tastes horrible, but it works.
And you know what they say now that it doesn't. I think they've adjusted the flavor a bit, but they still say it tastes better, but it still tastes bad, but it works, or something along that line.
Oh, that's the new one, is it?
Yeah. I seen a commercial on it, and I thought, oh well, but that's it. The old stuff, it was like drinking a thing of Vicks, and you could just instantly clear up your sinuses. Yeah,
it tasted like rust. Ask me how I know how rust tastes. No, don't.
Okay,
long story for another day.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So now we'll get through this. It'll pass. I just hope my treatment doesn't show up wanting to be done. So.
You can't put it off a day. Yeah,
I can put it off. Just not for too long.
Well, you shouldn't be doing it while you're sick, though, right?
Correct. Yeah. So, but if they get a hold of me before they send it, they always get a hold of me to make sure I'm home for delivery. So I'll inform them, and then at that time, and maybe they'll decide to hold off for a few days. They can only hold off for so long because it messes up things.
No, I know. Your body goes out of whack. It's like, if I don't take my pills in the morning and before bed, the day's whacked.
Right. Yeah. So, but other than that, tripping along. Now talking about colds and things. This past weekend here, I don't know in your neck of the woods here in Ontario.
I heard all about you guys.
We got a whack of freezing rain here. I'm about I'm going to say probably half an hour or less east of Peterborough, and Peterborough is under a state of emergency right now because of the damage. Yeah. And
we were sunny here through the whole thing, but we're about to be slammed with another, foot of snow.
Yeah. Well, we got tomorrow. They're projecting more of what we had on the weekend, but just not as severe.
But that's what we're getting here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
My
we
car's
had
almost melted.
almost that's good.
It'll be full again tomorrow.
We went about 36 hours, day and a half without electricity.
I know.
Um,
You have
what's
generator.
that?
You have a
Yeah.
generator, though, right?
Yeah, we've got a generator we plugged into the house, so we had some power. We got a wood stove, so there was no problem with heat. I kept it at 75, 80 degrees the whole time. So
And now, do you have a converter that you plug into with your generator
the
that
converter.
plugs right into the house?
Yes. Yeah, there's a plug on the outside of the house. You just plug that right in, and it's like it's son-in-law's generator, so I'm thinking it's like 9,000. How is that? 9,000.
The one I bought for the trailer ran everything in the trailer and then some,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, it would be, yeah.
would probably hydro the house for a little while, but it's expensive to run those,
Hmm.
right?
I just gotta say hi to the big terp.
Yeah,
Big terp has stopped in.
yeah.
Um yeah, it comes down to we have the big generator that we had in the house, and then we have a small generator that we had on another building because it has a sump pump in it.
Mm.
And you gotta, fuck all that rain and shit coming down. We had to make sure that the sump pump kept going, right? So
Yeah.
we have a second generator that it is an inverter, and it runs a lot quieter. I can tell you that. Like I
So
walk.
it's not one of the like my old one.
No,
No.
no, no.
Mine hasn't run since the farm.
Oh yeah,
Well,
because
I stopped using it because I got hydro, and then it just kind of sat there.
yeah.
and David and I were up there, and I tried to get it going, and I couldn't before hydro, and it's all clogged and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the gas is probably
Yeah.
all gone bad in
Old
it.
gas and there's dirt in the thing, and yeah.
Yeah. Fuel and oil change with the carb kit done to her. Get her all cleaned up.
Right.
Sounds like that's what it needs.
Right. I'll bring it down and you can do it.
Oh, okay. Sure. But around here, we lost an apple tree that I know the deer came over and would eat apples off of.
They must have enjoyed that. Old apples, yeah.
It broke during the storm. Lots of branches, like even bigger branches, were broken. It was. I went for a walk through the woods. Everybody says, "Stay out of the woods. Trees are falling."
Yeah, yeah.
So I went into the woods.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. And checked things out to see, how I was curious, how does it look, right? Out there. And well, you can see everything's all
Bent
covered
over.
in.
I've watched several videos of trees. They're just standing there waiting for it to go, and there was like
Yeah,
3 trees in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Just
yeah,
missed the house, but your house
yeah.
didn't get hit or anything.
No, yeah, yeah. No, our house didn't get hit. We were good that way. We had some branches break near the house, but nothing hit our house.
In
Okay, now
420, Deb, her house got hit,
correct. Yeah, her house got hit, and as well as her barbecue
and she
got
still
hit.
does not have hydro, I believe.
Well, yeah. I lived around the corner from 420 Deb for
Yeah.
years, and I can tell you, yeah, power comes on and off, on and off, on and off.
Well, it did in at the farm too. Periodically, it flickered. I get
Yeah,
flickers here. But they do timed outages up here.
right. Oh, okay. Okay, now I've got this. I took this picture when I was out in the woods, and
Mhm.
I probably should have tried to bring it up a different way. I don't know. Can you see this? Okay, right there. See this?
Yeah.
You can see the drips going down. This is a
Yeah.
fence, okay? This is a
Yeah.
steel fence. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Look at this, the next wire.
They're going up.
They're going up.
The
Like what the
things a
fuck?
stoner finds in the woods.
I, I thought, how the hell is the water dripping up? So I thought, okay, well, maybe some water dripped down off the trees, but then you would have drips on the bottom of that same wire.
It's
You
the
know, if it,
wind.
I don't know, it
It's the
wasn't
wind.
super windy. It wasn't super windy, or there would have been a lot more damage going on.
Fair enough. Wow, that's
Yeah.
weird. It's one of those hmm.
Yeah, one of those moments. Um, let's see. I think I got another. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Look at this. Look at this tree. Oops. You see that?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool, isn't it? I thought, all right. So even though the storm has an ugly side to it, and a lot of people, are cleaning up, and people are without heat and stuff like that. There is a pretty side to it.
What weather in general, weather events
Yeah.
are very bad sometimes.
Yeah.
But as they're going on, there are very beautiful moments that come out of it. Like you watch a tornado, somebody who likes tornadoes, they find that fascinating. Just like somebody who goes out and looks at the stars at night.
Yeah.
Really no different. Everybody finds something a little different in everything. I like sunflowers and the stars and stuff like that. Some people like to chase storms.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The storm chasers for sure. Hey, g'day, Deb. How you doing? I don't know if you just heard us talking.
Deb.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Maybe she heard us talking about it. I don't know. If you did, Deb, just comment. If your comment comes through, we'll bring it up. The I know also at Deb's place, not only did the tree come down, but there's a main phone line, like a trunk
Yeah.
line
Yep.
that runs through her backyard. That was down.
And she said in her post that Bell said that because she's not a Bell customer, they won't come out.
Yeah, they told her to call her internet provider. I mean, what? So I don't know. I don't know what the end result is or whatever. But
Sure.
I figured, like I mentioned to her, I wrote back and said that they probably won't do anything about it until it affects their service.
Correct. Just remember when the Rogers Tower was taken out a few years ago, just over by my place.
Yeah.
And it went down, and I was on that, and the service went from okay to on and off, because they just didn't come out to fix it right away.
Fix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as they were concerned, it was still working.
Correct.
Yeah. I know. Is it yesterday? No, Sunday. The helicopter. It was because we have the hydro lines out in the back.
Yeah, so they come out and check the lines and work.
Yeah, they were flying down the hydro lines, and at the same time that they were flying along the hydro line, heading towards the lake just to the east of us, we saw probably 4 hydro trucks head up the back road to that lake. There is apparently an island out there that has power, so there could have been maybe having to deal with something out there as well. So who knows? But I know that down the road there's some poles that were down. People were talking about, and you've seen pictures of the hydro poles on the roadways, the hydro
leaning,
lines.
and yeah,
Yeah,
it was a freak storm. Nobody knew it was coming.
I'm
sure somebody did, but they didn't say anything.
Yeah, there's a bit of a notice there, but not probably not like they normally has. I know people were. The stores were busy on Saturday.
Were they? Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. So
We're under a warning for tomorrow morning until I think Thursday.
yeah.
There's another whack coming. I think they said 20 centimeters or something like that.
Yeah. We're expecting rain, snow. Just
I'm getting real sick of it. But it's nice to know we're all in the same boat.
yeah.
Everybody laughs at me during the winter. Ha ha ha! Why'd you move up there?
Yeah. Well, it is March, right? Well, now it's April. April
April.
Fool's Day today.
Yep.
Um,
I completely
the
forgot about that until you said that.
April 1st.
I have
April
no
Fool's.
pranks set up.
No, I either do I. Either do I. No, I didn't schedule or plan anything for it. I know what I was doing 40 years ago, though. At this time,
Yeah, pranking people.
I was planning my wedding.
Oh,
Oh, colds. Well, I think it's time to find out.
What are you smoking?
I don't want to talk about it. I am smoking.
We talked about it before you went live.
I got my pods from what did I say it was?
Potluck.
Oh yes, you get 7 grams times 4. It's $130 some dollars. And this time around, usually it's really good. I've got let's see here. We got maple pancakes, blue truffle, and apple fritter, and one of my favorites, some mac and cheese. That looks green on there,
It
and it's
does.
yellow. That's
Is
weird.
it?
Yeah, it's yellow. It's a little dry because of these pods. They don't seal.
Yeah.
So as soon as you open it up, they start getting dry. But I'm not complaining. Well, I am a little bit, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you have a right to, and like you said, you normally like the product. You just happen to you got a bad one this time, right?
yeah, I like the product. I just wish it wasn't so dry. I
Yeah.
usually, you're not able to with these pods. You're not able to squish the bag, which is my squish test is what I call it.
Yeah.
I'm like, can I see that? You got to do the squish test. It's like,
Yeah.
don't squish my
Exactly.
Charmin, squeeze my weed.
Weeds. And if it just goes down and it just crumbles, yeah.
Well, if it's very hard,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. I excuse me. I don't like hard buds. Generally, like dry hard buds. A hard bud is a hard bud, but
one that's just hard, that's just dry. And when you grind it up, it just turns into dust.
Can we change the subject now?
Sure, we can. First off, I'm going to switch it to. I'm going to say hi to Mark thanks for the thumbs up there, buddy. And I have got a message from Deb. She heard us.
Of course she did.
She says she can't comment, and my internet is calling me soon, and they will send Bell here.
Yes.
So she called Bell, but they said no, call your internet provider.
Yeah.
So
and then they said, okay, we'll call Bell for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they contract the lines, and when it comes to the lines, it's Bell's issue. But Bell is not a customer of hers, so or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I just see. I got. Oh, okay. I just got to.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you'll be back online soon.
Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly. Alrighty. Oh, as far as what I'm smoking, I haven't got it right here in front of me because it's upstairs.
And he doesn't.
I reached into my goodie bag and I've been checking out some of the CBD product that I grew. CBD,
cool.
Yep, CBD Dragon, and it's good. And I ended up what I've decided to do is I'm gonna mix it in to my regular stuff that I normally consume.
I do that. That's what I'm doing with these. I enjoy. I take one bud of each of these, and I usually do it when I have different strains
Yeah.
because I find I get real tired after a bit smoking the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's an indica or a sativa. It just gets me after a little while smoking the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I started into that, and like I said, so far so good. So mix it in a little bit that way because the stuff I normally smoke doesn't have much CBD in it. So this obviously would be a big increase compared to what I'm getting now. So and
I don't mind a little CBD. I don't like high CBD. I find it gets me a little cranky.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Too much
Okay.
CBD.
Yeah, it could be the strain that you were consuming.
Most likely, yes, most likely.
Yeah. What you looking at?
I'm sharing our videos stuff
Oh,
here. I'm uh, saving things to pay. I've been working diligently on categorizing everything. There's 1,500 or so videos here
oh, oh.
on
Okay.
my radio's YouTube.
You know
So
what? Yeah.
share, and I like to share the YouTube video on X because, which by the way, has been sold to an AI company that's also owned by Elon for $18 million. No, 18
Oh,
billion, I think it was.
yeah. Oh, just so you know, Deb got a message through.
Oh, hello.
Good, good. Alrighty. Oh, well, I didn't check. You got your list?
Um, yes, I have to find it.
Okay, you tell me when you found it, and then I'll hit the segment button.
Um,
Keep
all
looking.
right.
All right. Okay,
I
here we
don't
go.
know if we did this one already
All right.
because I
I'll
keep
let you know.
forgetting to. Uh, I keep forgetting to remove stuff. But
Oh, hang on.
7 reasons why dogs eat grass.
Okay, well, I was gonna run the segment thing, but go ahead.
All right, no, you go ahead. Go ahead and run it, and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
It's certainly high on the list.
There you go.
Okay, good,
Are
good
you
thing.
you feel better
I
now?
feel better. Yeah, I do feel better.
All right. So this is
I'm still stuffed up.
why do dogs eat grass, and 7 common reasons why and how to stop it.
Oh, my
I
dog eats
I,
grass.
I is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Uh,
Livestock do it,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Um,
uh,
but dogs eat. It
yeah.
says here dogs eat. I'm going to post this URL when we're done. But
Different dogs eat grass for different reasons.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, scroll. Let's see what's going on.
It's in
It's
their
in their
DNA.
DEA.
Huh? Must be
Oh,
like I want sniffing crotches must be in their DNA too.
I don't know. Though it says here, though we think of canines as historically carnivores, they actually evolved as omnivores that would eat whatever was available, including vegetation.
Oh, they still do that.
They still do. Okay, next one. A form of pica is behind it. What's pica? The
Pica
urge to
is
eat substance other than food.
boredom. It's boredom.
Yeah, it's nothing more than a sign of boredom in dogs.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just like it.
yeah. Is that why they eat socks and shirts and
I don't know. That's another list.
trim? We had a dog that ate the trim.
uh, you know, uh, I give my dogs. I gave it to did Buster as well as Rosa. The stems when they're the thick stems,
Yeah.
and she just walks off with it and just chomps on it. She loves it.
Yeah. You know, they could just like the taste of it is number 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And number 4 says they need the fiber.
Well, I don't know if it says this. We'll find out.
Their diet is low in a nutrient.
Well, yeah, maybe they need something. That's a very cute puppy. Natural antacid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. I know that when Rosa is not feeling well, she'll go out and eat grass because it helps. It helps stop the acid reflux.
Right.
Right. It's like
Right.
Tums for their tummy.
Yeah.
It even says that.
Yeah. Yeah. Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Your dog is thirsty.
Your dog can't poop. A Tums.
Yeah. Your dog's thirsty. It's another reason they say.
Yep.
Grass has got a high water content.
The grass is
Eating
also
it primarily in the morning or late in the evening when the grass is dew on it could be the reasons behind it.
I think it's just she likes to eat it, and she also likes to roll in it.
Yeah, I saw you comment about it, but it wasn't just the grass she was rolling in.
No, it was not just grass. It was snow and poop.
Oh, poopsicles. Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, it's number 8.
There's no 8, Al. I said this is 7.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, here we go. Will it harm your dog? It won't harm your dog every once in a while. Many laws.
Well, unless there's
make sure
pesticides to be sprayed, your dog will get very sick.
Right. Yeah.
How do you stop it?
When asked celebrity dog trainer Chrissy Joy about this, she provided some helpful strategies for stopping your dogs from eating grass. So here they are. Manage your dog's outdoor activity.
Don't leave them alone. Always leave them something to do. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Supervise potty breaks and walks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're
keep your dog busy in the yard.
Yeah.
So be with your dog all the time when you're outside, and that way you can stop it.
Well, you know what?
Which we do quite often. We've told her to stop.
I tell her to stop. I'm like, because I will let her out, and then I'll just kind of check on her, let her do her own thing. But when I'm out, she's out with me, and she ends up just standing and staring and barking at people. Usually.
So are we done with this?
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I'm sorry.
Oh no! It wasn't that. It's just if we're done with it, I'm just going to remove it. But no, it's a lot of people do ask that question. Why do dogs eat grass? And I know I've asked it myself, and I've never ever looked it up.
It's a tummy thing usually.
Oh, look at this big terp says that my puppy will eat tomatoes right off the vine.
Probably apples too, if you gave them to them.
Give them what they're meant to eat. What is raw meat, not cooked, not processed raw. Yeah, there's a lot of actually raw dog food people in our area.
Yeah. There's they don't have any specialty stuff here at the store, but if you go down to Marathon, which is an hour away, or Nipigon, which is also an hour away, they have stores that have the coolers of the fresh food.
Right. Yeah. You can get it from there, right? I know
that sounds like a really good drink, Al.
It was. I'm thirsty because I'm dry. I can't breathe through my nose, right? So I'm constantly breathing through my mouth. Yeah. It's cold.
Al's sounding even more like Fozzie Bear today.
Yes. I am. Oh, but I got some recipes that could help us out. There we go. All right. I got 2 recipes today. What do I want to bring up first? I'll bring up the one that Al might like because I know the other one he probably won't like. And there we go. Cannabis caramel recipe. Can of butter caramels. And I got this at Herbco. Is where this
I
is
just
at.
watched a video on Facebook because I like the reels on how to make cannabis, not cannabis, but caramels. The caramel squares.
Yeah. Well, this is their version. Let's see. Saucepan. You need some brown sugar, some regular white sugar by the looks of it, some cream, half a cup of can of butter, some water,
Only
some
half a
sea
cup.
salt. Huh?
Only a half a cup.
Only half a cup. Yeah. Vanilla extract. You need a spatula too. So you mix your brown sugar and your other sugar and your cream, a can of butter, water, and salt, all that stuff together, and it sounds like almost everything. Whisk it for 8 minutes, they say, and then heat as necessary. Stir the vanilla extract and heat for an additional minute. Turn the stove off. Remove the pan from the heat and allow sauce to cool for 5 minutes. Transfer the caramel sauce to a mason jar. Use the spatula to scrape out all the sauce from the pan and stick it in your refrigerator. I've never made them, but I have friends who have, and that would be including 420 Deb.
Correct.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have lots of friends who make them, and chocolate.
Oh, chocolate ones. Oh, or just chocolate.
I used to sit with Paula at the lounge, and we would make treats because she knows how to make all that. She used to make cakes and stuff, wedding cakes and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
she knows how to temper the chocolate and all that. And we would just do it on the counter. make cherry chocolates and medicated cherry chocolates and stuff like that.
Stuff like that, yes. Okay, now I got a second recipe, and I just put it into the chat because Al forgot to put the first one in before he closed the page.
Oops. Here, I've still got it open. I can do it. Go ahead, talk.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So here we go. On to the next recipe. I don't know whether you're gonna like it or not, but
I'll ignore this one then.
Okay. Here we go. I'll bring up the picture so you can see the picture, and then you can decide. Look at that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
These are peanut butter marshmallow treats.
Oh, yes, I've seen people make those before. They're horrible.
So yeah, there you go. Half a cup of magical butter or butter. I would assume you could probably use coconut oil or whatever oil as well. Marshmallows, Reese's Puff cereal, and who knows? This is with the Puff cereal, but maybe you could use other cereals as well, right? And some Reese's Pieces. Not a lot of stuff to get in order to make this. They say to melt your butter, add the marshmallows, cook with until gooey. Pour the cereal into a large mixing bowl, add the melted marshmallows, and stir until thoroughly combined.
Yum.
Then add the candy and mix it completely together. Pour it.
I do like that kind of stuff, but not with peanut butter.
Yeah, that was the part I figured you didn't like. Pour it all together into a large baking dish, and then using a silicone spatula, spread it evenly into the corners, and then slice into cubes and serve your peanut butter marshmallow treats to your lucky guests. So,
nice.
there you go.
I have a question for you.
It looks sticky.
Do you remember? It looks gross. Sorry. Do you remember the name of Herb when they first came out?
No, I don't. Not offhand.
I can't remember the name. They changed it to Herb, and I think it was the pothead. It was something to do with pot. It had pot in the top title. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what it was called though.
Yeah, not offhand. Same here. So yeah, there you go. Recipes. People are always looking for something to munch on, right?
Not always. Not always. Not like that, anyways.
All righty. From recipes, got anything else you want to talk about when it comes to recipes?
I've been seeing some video ones,
Have you?
kind of short videos. So I'm going to start making some videos with recipes.
Oh, there you go. Hey.
I've been playing with AI.
Yes, you have been. Yes, you have been. That's right.
Yes, as you will see in a little bit.
All righty. Good stuff. All right. Well, from recipes, let's move on to the headlines.
That's like Gates down the roads music.
All
I
right.
hear that. I keep the station, like I keep stuff up on my computer, so I hear when you're doing the news. I hear that song.
Oh, go away, cold. All right. Now in
No,
news. Now this I think this needs to spread far and wide. Because I think it would be a benefit, obviously. But in one of my news articles today, New York movie theaters could sell cannabis and allow consumption during films.
well,
Hey,
this
like,
is something that needs to happen because there's nothing better than sitting around with friends,
mm,
smoking a couple of doobies, and watching a movie.
correct.
Which Al and I are both around the same age and did growing up. So
Yeah. The
we used to go to the Imperial Six a lot, and you used to be able to smoke inside the
at the
Imperial Six,
theater.
which is now it's what's it called? It's they had Phantom there for years. But anyways, go
Phantom of
ahead.
the Opera, right, right.
Yeah, we have one theater in Toronto that is a review theater or they play a lot of old movies where you can go on a set evening and consume while you're watching the movie, but they get fined for it all the time.
Well, yeah, because there's no smoking thing. That's what I was
We
surprised. Like, now it says it could sell cannabis or marijuana and allow
They don't
consumption.
have the Ontario Smoking Act like we do.
I know, but when I went through the article the other day, I didn't see where it says what kind of cannabis. Is
I
it
believe
edibles? Is it beverages? Or is it smokables?
I don't know, but I believe that in New York State, they allow smoking in some restaurants. I mean, I think what they're going at, if you're not a smoker and the bar allows smoking, go to another bar that doesn't allow smoking.
Yeah.
If you're a cannabis consumer and you want to consume at a bar, you should be able to.
Well, they say here that the theaters across the U.S. they currently allow moviegoers to purchase and drink alcohol.
Yeah,
And
well, you can do that here at the VIP theaters here as well. Yeah.
oh yeah, and it
Yeah.
says that at this time you can only buy cannabis at legal licensed adult use dispensaries, and they want to
Bring
change
it
that.
with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says here for theaters to serve recreational marijuana at their establishments, they would need either an events permit or a consumption lounge license.
I think that it would be great.
And
Go in and get your popcorn and your jujubes and I'll take a quarter of Kush, please.
please, yes, exactly. And it says here that New York State does not have either yet, but plans to in the future. So
Awesome.
they're going to create these laws of event permits for cannabis, as well as lounges. So maybe this isn't that far off.
I've seen a few different states that are considering the lounge thing. I know that there is a petition out now to allow it in Ontario as well.
Yeah,
So We'll see. I mean, this is something that's going to happen down the road. I think so. I hope so. But how far down the road, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. They out west. There's events now that allow cannabis consumption, or places that sell it at events. It's things are opening a little bit that way, but it needs to spread across the country.
You know what, Al? With the amount of events that we've both gone to over the years, I don't think I have ever, except for a couple of mouthy bitches, seen any issues at a cannabis event.
Yeah, I don't see. I've never seen anything break out in
I've never seen an argument. I've never seen a fight. I've never seen a fuck you. I've seen a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of enjoying themselves and getting really good prices.
I'm gonna. I knew that was coming, man. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. Okay, from there, I happen to have 2 news articles, and you hear all this fear mongering.
Oh, I'm getting sick of it.
Going on, right? Oh, you
People
can't
get off
legalize
on it.
cannabis. Everybody's gonna be smoking cannabis. If you allow the to be sold in stores, all the kids will be smoking it, and blah 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 blah. On and on we heard for so long. And look at this headline: fewer young people using cannabis after legalization.
Because it's available. Do you think that we would have been, as kids, 14 years old, do you think that I would be jumping into my mom's liquor cabinet and then going out and running around Toronto going if it was allowed?
Yeah. That's part of the enticement, is the illegality of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Now they say that this is the lowest rate in 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, it decreased 3%. So it's still going. It's going down instead of going up, because if it was going up, people would obviously use that as even if it's by 3%.
We could smell house. My mom smoked and her boyfriend smoked, and we could smell it in the house, but it was the time and the place. It's different now.
Yeah.
When you walk, I don't know how many times I've heard when I open my door, "Whoa, that smells nice."
Oh yeah. Eh? Yeah. Exactly. I've had that when I've been going into the store, and people say, "Oh, you smell nice," and I'll say, "Oh, that's my cannabis eau de cologne."
Yeah.
So there you go. You can see the line.
Yep.
Making its way down. Right. So
From 98, yeah.
Yeah, from 98 at 41%. Because I know at one time, Canada had the largest amount of minors that were consuming cannabis.
Minors.
Yeah, underage people.
I remember hearing Marcel
Teenagers.
a long time ago saying that per capita, Nova Scotia consumes the most cannabis in Canada.
Yeah.
And that's because the amount of people in such a small space, I guess.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, because they have, how big is their population?
Look, for a long time,
is the island got as many people as Toronto?
I guess, I don't know. But
I
for a
don't know.
long time, I remember hearing about Nova Scotia and cannabis, but and then of course BC.
Yeah.
But Toronto now is kind of the mecca for cannabis, right? Toronto, BC, Calgary, they all have their big festivals now, and I believe they allow cannabis consumption at the Calgary Stampede. They allow
purchasing too.
I was just going to say they allow purchasing as well.
Yeah. Now with theirs, I believe it's you can purchase it, but you're actually ordering it online off site, and they will deliver it into you.
So it's there when you get there.
It's not as if you go into a place there just to buy it. It's more of a delivery service into it.
Well, they allow sampling now in Ontario. So when you go to an event, if you're a bud tender, you can sample.
Right. Yeah. Bud tenders for sure. Yeah.
Well, I don't like that at all. I think that, you're trying to entice the consumer, not the bud tender.
Correct. But the regulations but the regulations say you can't use cannabis as an enticer.
Don't come and listen to our show when you're stoned. You're not allowed.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for somebody to say that to me.
Oh.
we have now, and I'm knocking on wood here. We have never been told in 20 years that I've been doing this, I have never been told that I am not allowed to smoke a joint while I'm on the air.
No, I never
Do you know
been told.
why that is, though, Al? How the fuck can you tell somebody what to do when they're sitting in their own fucking house doing it? But this is one of the things that they're trying to monitor on us now and forcibly say you can't do that. I mean, if I was to hold up a mushroom right now, we could all get arrested, including you people watching.
What?
Kidding, of course.
Yeah.
It's April Fool's. Come on.
Well, I guess you had to come up with something, right?
Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
Oh.
Welcome to our coughing show.
That's right. That's right. And sinus show. I'm hearing noises, but all's good. Alrighty, from headlines of news, what do we got next? We got some sports. Yeah, usually I just cover the scores. That's about always what I cover. Scores. Well, I do cover other things, but today all I'm covering is the scores. And where are we here? All right there. Here we go. Score-wise, Sportsnet says the Flyers beat the Predators in hockey. Stars over the Kraken 3-1. Devils 3-2 over the Wild. And 3-2 for the Flames over the Avalanche. Alrighty. And as far as baseball-wise, we got a whole slew of the teams there. And I'm not going to go through them all. Take a quick look. Okay, I did show it. There we go. But I can let you know the Blue Jays, they won 5-2 over the Washington Nationals. Used to be the Montreal team. The Expos is who they were at one time. Okay, there we go. Did you get to read them all?
Did I read what?
All the scores.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about sports. You know that. I was looking for my thing here, and I finded it. Yeah. So go ahead, finish your sports.
Oh, I'm done. I got the score. I got to put the scores up. I didn't have any actual sports news per se. As far as anything on the WHL, the PWHL for the ladies. I did take a quick look at the headlines on Sportsnet, and nothing that was explosive. I gotta say something. Spread this around, but there was nothing there. So We should just have a staring contest.
Well, I'm looking at my list of things here that I've made a lot of videos already.
Okay, yeah, let's get into some of those videos.
Let's watch this one here.
All right, let's do it.
I just got to load here. Might take a minute.
Alrighty.
Sorry. You have to load it into the player when you want to play it, or you download it and blah 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 blah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this is a blast from the past, and it's the top 10 iconic 80s commercials.
Okay. Then this is what you generated.
Yeah, I put in a thing, and it came up with a script, and then I edited the script, and we'll see if it worked out here. I haven't watched it yet. All right, here we go. I got to make a thingy for it as well. I've got a few of them we'll watch here.
All righty.
Hey there, 80s fans, it's your buddy, the Hoff here, teaming up with 420 Radio to take you on a righteous trip back to the neon decade. We're talking big hair, leg warmers, and commercials that were more epic than a chase scene with Kit. So buckle up, because we're about to rewind the clock and relive the top 10 most iconic commercials of the 1980s.
All right, here we go.
Get ready to have some totally rad flashbacks.
All right.
Our first stop takes us back to 1984, the year Apple introduced the Macintosh with a groundbreaking commercial directed by the one and only Ridley Scott. Remember that Super Bowl ad? A lone runner breaking free from conformity, smashing through the screen and ushering in a new era of technology. This wasn't just about selling a computer, man. It was about challenging the status quo, just like we did in Knight Rider. This commercial was a revolution, and it changed the way we looked at advertising forever.
Yeah.
Next up, we're hitting the drive-thru at Wendy's, where a feisty little old lady named Clara Peller stole the show with 3 words: "Where's the beef?" This commercial wasn't just about bigger burgers. It was about demanding quality and calling out the competition. Clara became an instant icon. And that catchphrase, it was everywhere, man. From T-shirts to bumper stickers, "Where's the beef?" was the ultimate 80s mic drop.
Why they would show McDonald's, I don't know, but okay.
Talk about a touchdown for a heartwarming advertising. Coca-Cola scored big time with their Mean Joe Green commercial. Picture this. A tough NFL star, known for his intimidating presence, softens up to a young fan offering him a refreshing Coke. This ad reminded us that even the toughest guys have a soft spot, and it proved that sometimes all it takes is a simple act of kindness and a delicious
I don't remember
Coke
this one.
to bridge any divide. McDonald's took a swing with their Mac Tonight campaign, and boy did they hit it out of the park. This jazzy, moon-headed crooner became an instant sensation, serenading us with his smooth vocals and making us crave those Big Macs after dark. This commercial was all about good vibes and good times, and it proved that even fast food could be cool.
Ooh.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one was a real showstopper. When Pepsi teamed up with the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson, the world went wild. This wasn't just a commercial, it was a mini-movie with electrifying dance moves and a message of unity. MJ's star power took this ad to a whole new level, making it one of the most iconic and expensive commercials of all time.
His hair burnt off in that one.
Remember that pink drumming
correct.
bunny with the shades and boundless energy? The Energizer. Bunny
He's
hopped
still
onto
going.
our screens in the
The
80s
bunny.
and became a pop culture phenomenon. This commercial was simple but effective, promising long-lasting power and delivering it with a memorable mascot. The Energizer Bunny taught us that it's all about stamina, baby. Who knew dried grapes could be so groovy? The California Raisins claymation commercials were a stroke of genius. These funky little dudes sang and danced their way into our hearts with their rendition of "I Heard It Through the Grapevine." These commercials were fun, quirky, and they proved that even healthy snacks could be cool. Nike has always been a master of athletic inspiration, and their Bow Nose campaign was no exception. This ad showcased the incredible talent of two-sport athlete Bo Jackson, a guy who could dominate both baseball and football. With Bo, it wasn't just about one sport, it was about pushing boundaries and excelling in everything you do. Just like Knight Rider, we were all about pushing the limits. That's right, folks, we're talking about the Folgers jingle that's been stuck in our heads for decades. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. This commercial was all about associating their coffee with the warmth and comfort of a perfect morning. And you know what? It worked. To this day, that jingle still makes me crave a cup of joe.
Coffee, it's coffee.
And finally, we come to a commercial that's puzzled generations, the Tootsie Pop ad with the wise old owl. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? It's a question that's haunted us all. This commercial was brilliant in its simplicity, sparking curiosity and making us crave those iconic lollipops. And there you have it, folks. A turbocharged trip back in time to relive the most iconic commercials of the 1980s. We laughed, we cried, we craved burgers and jingles. It's amazing how these commercials take us right back to those awesome days. Which one was your favorite? Was it the groundbreaking Apple ad, the heartwarming Coke moment, or maybe the catchy Folgers jingle? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to 420 Radio for more awesome content, and stay tuned for more road trips down memory lane.
There you go.
Subscribe to 420 Radio.
Yeah. You would probably have to tell it.
Yeah, I got to work on the. You really have to be very descriptive when you put things in. I'll give you an example. I did yesterday the top 5 cannabis headlines.
Yeah.
And yet, did it really tell us what we like? If you put in the right notations in the script, it'll actually load the video, but it's called generative videos, and but it won't do it unless you have a paid account.
When I was doing text to voices and doing commercials and stuff, 420, I would separate 4 and 20.
You have to type it out now.
Correct. You can't use. You have to make sure it's separated.
If you're using the numbers, it
Correct.
says it as a number. But if you type out in words 420, it says 420.
Yeah. Who's this?
This is this one is called. Where's the damn thing here? Come on now.
Just so you know, Deb says Mac tonight. Deb's a big McDonald's fan. Big McDonald's fan. Like,
yeah, you must love the new one that's there. I know that kept me up at night sometimes there.
Like I'm talking, like she's even got Ronald's shoes, man.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Your Name here, back with the latest in cannabis news. Today, we're diving into the top 5 stories shaking up the cannabis world for March 31st, 2025. First up, big changes in Texas. The Texas Senate has just passed a bill banning all consumable hemp products with any THC. This could majorly impact the state's $10 billion hemp industry.
Yeah, we'll stop that, and I will do it again.
No, but the fact that Texas banned THC, like they can't even grow hemp now because they banned THC, even the 0.3% in hemp.
I know it's stupid. We'll have to try that again because there's obviously something went on with the downloading.
Okay,
that's why the buzzing was there. Let's see what else I've got here. I thought that for what our 420 Paste project for filler stuff, maybe we should do some strain reviews. So I typed in some stuff.
Cannabis, like all living things, relies on genetics. These building blocks of life determine a plant's characteristics, from its aroma and flavor to its effects and growth patterns. Understanding cannabis genetics is key to appreciating the diversity of strains available today. Each strain boasts a unique genetic makeup. resulting in distinct traits that cater to a variety of preferences and needs. Just as a rose inherits its fragrance and color from its ancestors, cannabis strains inherit their unique properties from their parent plants. This intricate web of inheritance gives rise to the incredible variety we see in the cannabis world, from the soaring highs of sativas to the relaxing effects of indicas. Pink Kush, a popular indica-dominant strain, boasts a lineage shrouded in mystery and debate. While its exact origins remain unclear, its parentage is widely believed to include OG Kush, and some speculate either a Pink Afghani or Bubba Kush. This genetic combination has resulted in a strain celebrated for its potent effects and distinct aroma. The OG Kush parent brings its signature potency and earthy, fuel-like aroma. The Pink Afghani, on the other hand, is thought to contribute to Pink Kush's relaxing body, high and sweet floral notes. This fusion of genetics has cemented Pink Kush's position as a sought-after strain in the cannabis community. Pink Kush is easily recognizable with its dense, tightly packed buds that exhibit a distinctive pink hue, a trait inherited from its Pink Afghani lineage. Its aroma is a captivating blend of sweet, floral notes inherited from its Pink Afghani parent, intertwined with the earthy, fuel-like undertones characteristic of OG Kush. This unique aroma profile adds to the overall sensory experience of enjoying Pink Kush. Beyond its appearance, Pink Kush is cherished for its potent effects. True to its indica dominance, this strain delivers a deeply relaxing body high that can alleviate stress, pain, and insomnia. Its effects are long-lasting, making it a popular choice for evening use or for those seeking relief from chronic conditions.
Pink Kush.
Pink Kush has earned its place as a cornerstone in the modern cannabis market. Its potent effects and unique aroma have garnered a loyal following among both recreational and medicinal users. This popularity has led to the emergence of numerous Pink Kush crosses and variations. From dispensaries to online seed banks, Pink Kush and its derivatives are widely available, a testament to its enduring appeal. Its legacy extends beyond its immediate consumption, inspiring breeders to create new and exciting strains that carry on its sought-after traits. In the ever-evolving world of cannabis, Pink Kush remains a classic, celebrated for its unique characteristics and the potent experience it provides.
Here you go. All done.
Well, it needs some work.
Yeah.
Right. Now let me
You're
show
just
you.
learning, you're creating stuff, and next thing you know, you'll be a professional at it.
Well, we'll see. Let's see something a little different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
where is it? Where's it gone?
Oh, got a message from Deb.
Yes.
She says she doesn't like the McDonald's food. She just likes the toys. Yeah, toys.
I guess we're done with that for now.
Okay, all right, good. The my my grandson just told me he was bored, so nobody's doing.
He wants to go to McDonald's.
No, he doesn't want to go to McDonald's. He probably would though, because he's bored. He printed off some math projects, some math questions.
He seems to know where you are every Tuesday from 10 o'clock on, because he comes down every show now to print stuff out.
Like they're off. They're off Monday.
Does he do that for every show when you're in the office? Does he come down and print stuff?
Not every show, no. They're off of school because of the storm.
Oh yes, they've got a snow day.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and then now we're supposed to get another storm tomorrow, so they'll probably be off again tomorrow.
I got a breaking news here. Hooters has filed for Chapter 11.
Who?
Hooters.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today. Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, it says Hooters, the iconic restaurant chain known for chicken wings and servers wearing orange shorts with big boobs. It doesn't say the big. I added the big boob part.
Okay.
Has filed for bankruptcy protection. Holy.
Yeah.
It's for because of a restructuring under the original founders.
Huh.
Yep. 40 locations are being closed, excuse me, and they're citing raised inflation.
Yeah. Anything else? What about companies that are now more like the DoorDashes and Skip the Dishes that are doing these?
A lot of people are choosing to stay home. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have that luxury here. We've got a couple of restaurants, and they do deliver, but it's a 3 or 4 hour wait up here.
Oh,
Not literally, but I know that when I was in my apartment, there were many nights where I chose not even to go shop, just to order something.
yeah.
It's a convenience that we have
Right.
now.
Yes.
And with Uber and DoorDash and all those other delivery services, you can get whatever you want. I mean, Uber has started doing cannabis. I don't know about DoorDash.
There was somebody else.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find some Hungarian food that delivers.
Oh, you probably just even find a Hungarian restaurant that's doesn't even deliver. Pretty hard to find where you are.
Yeah, and they've closed my favorite restaurant in Toronto, Country Style on Queen Street, across from Leith Palace. I've been eating there for 50 years, anyways.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Closed her down.
They closed her down about 6 months after I moved. This is like, Al's moving. We can't sustain ourselves anymore. There's been a few Hungarian restaurants.
Don't move, Al. Don't move.
There's one in Hamilton that was just across the street from the lounge.
Right.
Yep, that was convenient.
All righty. Just checking on the cat. Moving. I thought I was getting into something there. From the sports and everything on to entertainment and events. Let's see. I got a song for entertainment.
All right.
Okay. We'll be back in about 3.5 minutes. Let's tell about how long it'll take to play.
In the corner, eyes half closed, wrapped in smoke like a worn out road. They say he's seen the past, the present, the end, through the bottom of a bong that ain't never been cleaned. I dropped a 20, said tell me my fate. He took one hit, then made me wait. Stared real deep like a wise old sage, then coughed up a lung and said, bro, you blazed. Long water vision, secrets untold. Sip it if you dare, but the taste too cold. One puff, two puff, spirits arise. The answer's in the bubbles if you open your mind. If you open your mind. But don't ask too much or it might be too late. He sees the future but it's cloudy as hell. Take another rip and let the vision swell. Still took a hit, now the truth feels near. He looked at the ripples, let out a sigh. Said, son, I see tacos falling from the sky. I said, that ain't prophecy, man, that's a dream. He just grinned and said, trust the green. He whispered, aliens, they've been here a while. Built the pyramids, then dipped with a smile. I said, that's insane, he just shook his head. It's all in the bong, man, reality's dead. Bong water visions, truth dripping slow. If you dare, but you may not know. One puff, two puff, the answers arrive. But the more you see, the less you survive. The less you survive. Don't ask too much, or it might be too late. He sees the future, but it's cloudy as hell. Take another rip and let the vision swell. now the truth feels near. Maybe time ain't real, maybe fate's a game. Maybe the future's just a smoky haze. Maybe I should ask one last thing. But damn, this water got a funky sting.
There you go. That was the full song of the partial song we played previously. Here, I played 30 seconds. I think the last time I played that. That's the whole version. That was the Bong Water Oracle from Dr. High. If you like that stuff, you want to watch more of it, tune in to the 420 Pace Thursday nights at 9 o'clock for 1 hour of cannabis tunes first played.
And that is also the power of AI.
Correct. That is AI. Yep. Yep. And as you know, it's just not a matter of just saying a few things and seeing.
Well, you know, this is what I've been playing with. I put in something like with the Kush thing there. I just tell me about the lineage of Pink Kush. That's all I put.
Oh, really? Eh?
But I did 2 videos with that. I did the one for YouTube, and then I did a YouTube short.
Yeah.
The YouTube short is what you're seeing now in Reels with the wording and the catchy phrases and stuff. So it's going to be an interesting ride to see what can be accomplished. I know a lot of people are worrying about it. Celebrities are out there doing block orders to stop people from using their likeness and their voices. I can go in, and we will go in eventually once I figure it all out. I can just, I think you just say a line of words, and then it captures your voice, and you use that voice. So,
use your original voice.
Use my voice. It just changes the words, right?
Yeah. Would you be scared of what it would turn out, how you would sound singing?
I wouldn't do it singing because I can and I'm not going to make, but for, to be honest, for a creator that has dyslexia and doesn't read very well, I mean, I can do the voiceover. I can write a script and blah, 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 but it's the reading of it. That's the issue for me. And it doesn't come out fluently, so it's a good tool to be able to use to create voiceover stuff in my own voice without that issue of me being able to read it. I mean, I'd be able to do it eventually, but it's going to take me 100 takes,
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have gone into voiceover because obviously you can hear I do have the voice.
You have a voice for radio.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Yeah, I know. I've talked to Dr. High there, and there's he uses different programs, and in order to create things, and it's not. It does. There is time involved in it.
It's just another evolution of what's available. COVID, pain in the fucking ass, killed people, destroyed lives, businesses, blah blah blah. But look at the technology that's come out of that, specifically online. We've
Oh,
got
big
Zoom.
time, yeah.
Zoom meetings are a regular thing now.
Yeah.
It used to be Skype. Skype's gone as
Of May, it's gone. I got
as
a
of May 5th.
notification that it's ready for an update. I'm going, update? Fuck, you're
Well,
shutting down in May.
they're
What are you
doing
doing updating?
as of May 5th, Skype is no longer.
Yeah.
They are migrating it with what they call Microsoft Teams.
Right. So does everybody's Skype account turn into a Microsoft Teams?
Apparently,
Oh.
yes. You can log into Microsoft Teams and access all of that stuff. Now, what people don't realize, though, is Facebook has been using Skype since they installed Messenger with video conferencing and voice, because that's basically what they're using.
Oh, yeah.
So but Skype will be gone. I don't remember the last time we got a Skype call.
I've used Skype in the last few months, but yeah, nowhere near I did before. Just a quick message. Good morning, Kent. How you doing?
Hey, Kent.
I hope today's a better day.
So anyways, all I was trying to say was, I mean, the technology that's come out of COVID is impressive. I mean, we're doing a lot. I think AI, the introduction of AI into general life, has been fast paced a little bit because of it. More people are wanting to interact in things at home as opposed to going now. Restaurants, like we were just talking about, deliveries, things like that. You can. I mean, I have a home theater sitting in here. You can see the projector right there.
Yeah, I can see it over your shoulder there. Yeah.
And I did, I needed a curtain for my office here because I have a long window here. So I put up the screen I got with my projector.
Nice.
And that's my curtain.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing that now, where a home theater in somebody's home, you had to be rich to do that before. You don't now.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of new technologies that have been introduced that are interesting. Is my point.
I've got two widescreen projections, like screens.
Yep.
I think it's 8 feet long. I had one that was
heavy, aren't they? In a box.
Oh well, I got one sitting over there in the next room, and it's wider than a king bed.
And it probably cost a few $1,000s when you got it.
I can't remember what it cost me. I actually have two of them because when I was doing the documentary movies, the series, when I was going around to the cafe,
taking those with you.
The one place, actually two places, I left the screens there. They just left them mounted up on the ceiling.
And then when you stopped doing it, you brought them home.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the projector's in there with it and the whole bit.
Yeah, but now all you need to do is plug a computer into a little tiny projector. This thing will do 100 feet.
Oh, good.
Right?
Distance, yeah.
And I just think it's fucking amazing.
Makes it big, eh?
Set it up outside and go sit in the car and have a drive-in night.
If you're doing something outside, let's say you got a bunch of friends over or family over, set up a projector outside. That way you can have a movie while you have a fire.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. So that works out all right. Now, as far as events go, what have I got here? This is a new month, so I haven't even.
We were supposed to be at. Where were we supposed to be last week?
Can Expo. Yeah, that was the 21st.
It's been rescheduled though. That's happening in October now.
October, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now, as far as events according to the cannabis market space. What do they got here? As I say,
No
alternative
events, it says.
alternative products. This is going on in Miami. Token Tuesday. That's in Saskatoon. They say blaze, mingle, and talk shop. Growing under highlight intensity. It's a webinar. Cannabis East, a premier cannabis event for consumers and enthusiasts. Oh, there's a Canna Crawl 420 festival. Gee,
That's
April 19th.
somewhere in Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah. 420, Your Highness is here. Mood Fest.
Mood Fest. Where's that?
Vancouver Island.
Oh, cool.
Here we go. Mood Fest. Naomi. Presented by Mood Cannabis. The road back to legacy.
Nanaimo.
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 Yeah, something like that.
Somebody will say something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Correct us.
I always I can't pronounce it anyway. So.
One of them correcting people.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that going on. Canna Crawl. This is going on the 19th. Location to be announced. $5 early bird tickets, $10 at the door. You got music, food.
Canna Crawl has always been a good one to go. It's a lot of legacy people and music and food.
Yeah.
Rena is a cannabis chef,
and
I believe that she does have things there as well.
Yeah, general rest of them.
We used to go and sit on the stage. I used to go and sit with Dr. Ira.
Oh
Price.
yeah. So there's a few more events. We'll get into them more when it gets closer to the end of the month.
We'll get closer to the end of the month, which is coming for 20.
Yeah, sure is. But you know what? I'm not yet. Anyways, I haven't heard anything being promoted as far as any rallies or any.
I just saw the first post for the GMM, the Global Marijuana March, on the 3rd of May.
Did you?
I just saw that. Yeah, there was just Mary Jane posted something.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw "Are You Coming" or something like that. But that's down at Queen's Park in Toronto.
Correct.
And there are, if you have an event or you know of an event that you think we should mention, have at her.
Have at her. Mention it. We'll bring it up. That's for sure.
You can.
Yeah, I haven't seen any announcements online or anything saying about
anything
420 for gatherings or anything.
You know, it used to be really the festival, the 420 in Toronto used to be huge. They would take over wherever they were.
Yeah.
And that was the hash mob people doing that.
Yeah.
And Chris and Aaron. And it's just, they've been at Toronto City Hall. They took over
Nathan Phillips Square,
Square. But you know what? Quite frankly, over the years, they've been asked not to come back.
Yeah.
So, I don't understand why, because like I said, I've never seen an issue at a 420 event ever.
I only know of one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that an argument about dry buds?
No. That was when someone showed up with a gun. And that didn't go over very well.
No, it wouldn't have.
They were removed.
Probably pretty quickly.
Yeah. That was it. That's the only one. Thousands and tens of thousands of people show up.
Well, the last few times that I went down to Queen's Park, I wasn't impressed by the cleaning because it was a mess when we left and nobody stayed to clean it. But now, now there's a committee And
Yeah. Well,
I know that Mary Jane spent a few hours with Timmy last year cleaning.
yeah, I know in previous years when I was there, there was no like there was some stuff that was out and stuff like that. And Grandma Peaches, Joanne, she usually every year when I was there, she'd be like, say, you wouldn't see anybody, but she might have been there just picking up garbage and
Well,
over in the
there's a
it's
few
so
of them.
big, but she was always picking up garbage. And yeah, but I understand where you're coming from because there was many years where there was a mess and people just left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's the young kids, the younger sect, because us old farts in the community uh, are a little wiser on that.
Respectable to the grounds.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right, all right. So yeah, no, yeah, I haven't seen that. Anyways, and I haven't seen the thing from Mary Jane, but yeah, I know that she's working on it with the crew and all that. And if there's no 420 celebration in our area, I've seen some stuff going on in the U.S. and so on and so forth. But as far as in our general area here, yeah, I haven't seen anything.
There ain't nothing going on here, I assure you.
Well, I know, and you're you're hoping that it's a nice day. Never mind.
There'll be a 420 celebration, correct? It's me sitting here.
Yeah,
maybe,
obviously.
maybe I'll be able to go out in my backyard. Actually, my front deck, I have a little front deck,
Yeah,
is now clear of snow, so I can go sit out there when the sun's beating down. It's not so bad. But
yeah.
I still have a foot of snow, well, a foot of ice, really, and then 2 feet of snow on top of that on the deck in the back.
Really?
Yeah, there's still 3 feet of snow around the greenhouse, and I'm now up to 5 panels gone.
Gone. Gone. Oh, glass. Oh, that's not good. Good day,
No,
D. How you
not
doing?
black.
Uh,
Just the.
We got a thumbs up from D.
Yes, I saw she said something there. Yeah.
The 5. So you like your greenhouse really isn't doing much of a greenhouse if it's got all those holes in
Four
it.
panels on one side and one on the other.
And this is all from wind.
From we had before in the fall, we had a couple of 120-kilometer-an-hour days,
Oh,
and one popped out. I put it
yeah.
back in. Another one popped out. I put it back in, and then the snow killed them. Right, the ones that had cracked fell in, and then we had another windy bust here during the winter, so that finished the other side. So I'm going to go out and get some corrugated clear poly roofing stuff, that you would put on a
Yeah,
shed or
yeah,
something. And I'm gonna take what's there off and put those up, and then that won't happen again. Right.
yeah. So what are you gonna do? Put it on top of your
I'm
greenhouse?
gonna screw it down like you would screw it down
Yeah,
on a roof. I'm gonna do the
yeah,
same thing. I'll tap some screws in there with metal screws and mount it right on there, and then it'll be there, and I'll take the top and make a little, you
yeah,
know,
yeah. The ridge on top and everything.
just I mean it'll be more open. There'll be more airflow too, right? Because
Yeah,
because of the right the rises.
yeah. Part of the
So
but sometimes you want to retain that heat too, right?
believe me, it can use, like, I've got the
It's
auto
fancy.
arm on there, and
The what?
the auto arm,
Yeah,
right? And so I mean it hasn't opened yet. It's zero in there right now.
yeah.
But the sun's shining today and melting. I've got a stream coming off of my uh, driveway,
See,
a river.
a river, water is flowing. Yeah, the greenhouse here, it's it has 4 windows that automatically open with the heat,
I have two. Yeah.
and then there's a fan in the wall.
I thought about they're very available, and you just cut a hole out and put it on.
Yeah.
Yep, very available.
But it's got one panel that broke in the storm 2 years ago, 3 years actually, when we got hit with that hurricane type storm. Took out, well, just to the east of us, it damaged a whole pile of.
I remember that.
Yeah, and there was a trailer park that got majority of the trailers were damaged, and
that was over by Hastings, wasn't it?
No, Tweed.
Oh, okay.
We drove through there a week ago, and like with no trees, with no leaves on the trees, and no snow on the ground, it just looks like a big battle zone. All the trees are all broken and damaged and laying over. And there's
as we said
it's
earlier,
just laying on and it's just laying there because you can't, they're not going to go in and clean up everything, but it just looks like it's been.
Well, like we said earlier, Al, the weather can be very beautiful, but at the same time, it's deadly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I remember when I lived in I had just moved into Durham, Ontario.
Yeah.
Which is just north of Mount Forest, heading up to Owen Sound and that. And a twister went through, and it came up through the forest about a block from my apartment that I had just moved into.
Oh.
I was actually up here in Terrace Bay visiting, with my mom. And I walked in the house, and Dean says to me, "Did you hear about home?" I said, "No." He says, "A tornado just went right through your town." And when I got home, I went over to the park. I went down the road by my place, and you could see the V.
Oh.
And then I walked to the other end of town where the park was. It's a conservation area. Durham, Ontario is a conservation area.
Correct.
And
was it Purple Woods?
Through the forest of the conservation area, big V all the way through. You could see the path that went from one side of the street to the other. Right. And then there was another bad one down near Fergus, Ontario, which we saw as well when we were going down to the city. The weather, like I said, it can be beautiful and it can be deadly.
Yes, exactly. You just never know what we are going to receive, because things can change like that. So.
Correct. Yes.
All right. Got anything else in entertainment, news, anything?
No, there's nothing big going on with entertainment except for the new season of Bosch Legacy, which is I really enjoy. It's just a cop show, retired cops, a PI now, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's
we're still watching Lost. We're in season 4 now.
Lost, yeah.
They've been. They're on the island, but they always go to, they would call them flashbacks, but I would almost think that they're going forward with things, because it shows them after they show them being rescued, already back and rescued.
There are some. I enjoy that show. I've watched every episode, and that's something that I put on when just to have on, right? Background noise.
Right.
It gets confusing with the flashbacks, and when they start the show, they don't show everybody in the first episode. They show 3 or 4 people, and they keep going back and forth with those people, and then the next episode it's 2 or 3 other people, and then as they whittle it down, then you see everybody during every episode. But they whittle it down pretty quick.
And it looks like they almost can focus on a character for each episode, because there's been many there where that's sort of where they've concentrated on, is a certain person.
Naked and Afraid is good as well. Same kind of scene. But I'm not into Survivor. Survivor is just
it's a game. It's
It's a
not.
game. Yeah, I don't like the game. I like Lost because it's, you know, they have different versions of it. They've got
Yeah.
Lost in Alaska. I've seen all of those. You know,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Really, yeah, lost in Alaska. That'd be cold. Be frosty. At least these people got lost
Naked
in
and
an island.
Afraid in Alaska would be frosty.
Yeah, it sure would be. All righty. Let's see. Anything else?
No, I think it's about time to go back to the couch and do some work on the big TV.
Yeah, I've got to walk the dog and deal with this cold.
In other words, Al's going back to bed for a nap.
You just never know. You just never know. All right. I didn't think nothing else. Other than that, I will hit the bye button, and
Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday at 10 a.m. We're the High Guys, the Owls.
The Owls, exactly. And hopefully next week this sinus cold's gone, and there's no more ice storms going on.
I'm just waiting for my deck to thaw so that I can fix my barbecue.
All right. Other than that, we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're watching the 420 Pace, found at 420pace.ca. Rerolled Saturdays. Check it out. Nothing but non-stop cannabis and psychedelic programming. Find it at 420pace.ca.